Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel Aligning with My Soul. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so much for all the love and support that I get on on my personal journey and to my channel. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you so much guys. Today I'm going to start the masculine reading with the Moonology deck. So I'm going to start shuffling. I hope you guys are all okay and you're coping with whatever situation you're in. If you are new, my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you clicked on this video, so don't worry about that. And when I use the labels divine masculine, divine feminine, I realise it's energy. So don't be offended by me using that term. It's just easier for me to say and for you to understand. This is how I channel, so just put it into your situation and how it resonates to you as well. And if you clicked on this video and none of it resonates, don't confuse yourself, just click back off again, because it's not always going to be a message for you. So and like I said, I hope you're all okay guys, and you're coping with this intense energy, lots of changes going on for everybody at the moment. Divine masculines are committed to this journey, they are committed to you, and there is so much progress all the time. Even if you can't see this in the 3D, there's so much going on behind the scenes, and you know that within yourself anyway, because this is about you and the shifts that are going on within you. And when you are feeling those shifts and making those shifts, the divine masculines make the shifts as well, because you're one soul. So this whole journey, this twin flame journey, your spiritual journey, this is about you having a relationship with yourself. It's nothing to do with us dwelling on what's going on with the masculines. I know that I do these readings for the masculines, but that's just to help you stay focused and to guide you, and for me to share the knowledge and understanding of what I've learned so far on my journey. And it's about me helping you guys and helping each other, because I'm still learning, and I just want to be close and connected to the people that are experiencing the same or similar thing to me. So it's very comforting, because you can be very challenged and feel so alone and experience so much pain and feel like you're going crazy. So it's so nice for me to be connected to people like you. So thank you for supporting me. Right, let's see. I did ask for God's guidance and blessings before I did this reading. What is going on with the divine masculines today? What do we need to know about what's going on with the divine masculines today? Nice clear message. Even though we know that something's going on because we can feel it within ourselves, what do we need to know today? What's going on with the divine masculines? What energy are they in? Nice clear message, please. It's time to release negativity, and this comes out every time I've used this deck in the last few days. It comes out, it's time to release negativity. They're still releasing this negativity, and you could be experiencing this as well, which is very uncomfortable. It's full moon in Scorpio as well, so this is the time, that the divine masculines are released. They're still releasing this negativity, and it's not a quick process. It's not like, oh, one day they're just having a day of releasing. This takes time. And releasing negativity is making movement forwards. It sounds very dark and as if things are really bad, but getting rid of negativity is a very positive thing. So that's a really good card to keep coming out. So I'm going to read the message again to you, even though I have recently pulled this card. I'm still going to do it for anyone that's new. So it's full moon in Scorpio. 82, which is 8 and 2, which is 10, which is completion, end of a cycle. And we know that this is at the end of a cycle. It is completion, we know that. And we're coming up to the 21st December, the winter solstice, and so much is going to shift, and so much new is coming in. And the divine masculines, as I said before, are so committed, and this new beginning has already, just by releasing negativity, is a new beginning anyway. It's all different, it's not the same as before. So let's read the message. Okay, if you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotional, intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anybody or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside to bring about your desired results. So as I said, they're releasing negativity, they're releasing things like they're not going to allow this, how they're feeling about themselves, feeling not worthy of this love, all the stuff, the ego and the mind's been saying to the divine masculine for such a long time that they're not good enough, they don't deserve it. They're releasing all of old hurts and wounds and things that they've experienced in the past. And again, by releasing this negativity, it's going to switch things and help them have this new perception, and they've already started doing this as well. But as when you're releasing negativity, it is uncomfortable. It's not necessarily comfortable, and as you know yourself, you could be experiencing physical symptoms and a lot of emotional pain. So lots of things are being brought to the surface, that uncomfortable feelings and emotions that they're having to still release. So this is all positive because we need this out of the way. They need to release this. And as I always say, it's not about the masculine. So you're experiencing, or you've already experienced this negativity where you're releasing it. And for the last few months, you could have experienced this quite intensely, where the self-worth and all the nastiness that you feel about yourself, and all the fear and the doubt that is surfaced within us about our future and how you're going to do this, and you trying to control things and everything. You've released the negative stuff as well, and that's why the divine masculines are able to do this now, because there has been a shift within you. So I'm actually going to get another card from this deck because that's been out recently, so I want to get another message from this deck. So what else do we need to know? The divine masculines are releasing negativity. What else do we need to know? What energy the divine masculines are in today, what they're experiencing, how are they feeling? A nice clear message, please. They need to release this negativity so they can come, the things aren't going to be the same anymore. Everything's going to be new. They're going to come towards you in such a different way. It's going to be so clear, so pure, so truthful, so honest. They're not going to be pretending, putting their masks on, because they're going to be releasing the stuff that they've been talking a load of rubbish to themselves about and how they've been feeling. Let's see, what else do we need to know about the divine masculine's energy today? Communication is the key. Wow. So some of your divine masculines, by releasing this negativity, could be thinking and wondering about how they're going to communicate with you, how they're going to come towards you with their new authentic self, them being truthful and honest to you. So it's about how they communicate with you. They're thinking about how they're going to communicate with you. And they know that communication is the key, how they talk to you, because they don't want to be the same as they were before. They don't want to put their masks and shields on. They actually want to be themselves. They want to express themselves to you because of because of the releasing of this negativity. So they're thinking about communication, and communication is as well with you when you're conscious and when you're aware and you're not allowing your ego to take over the person that's watching. You will see signs of communication through lots of different things, through numbers, songs, many things. It's about how awake you are to receive these messages, and it could be from a reading like this, or other videos or anything, wherever you go, there's always signs that your Divine Masculine is communicating. But for some of you in the 3D, you are going to get communication, and Divine Masculines are thinking about communication, how they're going to come towards you. So I'm going to read the message as well. It's how you say things, how you come towards. They know that that's the key, and they're not going to do it in a in the old way, how they used to be. It's going to be fresh and new. They know they've got to change this communication, how they communicate with you. So let's see, and it's new moon in Gemini 72. Let's see. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth. There you go. But remember that your words have consequences and impact on your listener. Right now you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one of a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have an enormous power, as the metaphysician Florence Scovel put it. Your word is in your wand. You create magic and your own reality every day. You express yourself. So it is so important the way you communicate, and that's why sometimes, you know, like with messages, emails, text messages, and things, it's just, you have to be so careful about how you put things, and that's why Divine Masculines, they want to, it's about truth. They want to be able to come towards you with the truth, and it's about how they say it, and it's about how they word things as well, because it is so powerful. And they want to make it right, so that is on their minds. This is what they want. They want to communicate with you so much. They want to express their truth, and they're going to express their truth. But they are putting, you know, they're thinking about, a lot of the masculines could have, you know, already tried to attempt to write down what they want to say to you, written it down, or, you know, maybe have actually tried to do a text message and then deleted it because they're still dealing with this negativity that they're releasing, and they get scared. But the fact, you know, the point of this card is they want to speak truth. The communication, they want to speak truthful to you. They want to be honest with you, and this is when they do get in touch with you, it is going to be truthful, and they're going to be different, and you're going to notice this change in them, and you might have already started to notice the change in the way they're speaking to you if you're in communication with your Divine Masculine. And if you aren't, if you're both in preparation, you will see a difference in the way your Divine Masculine is communicating with you. When they do take action towards you, you will notice this, because they're communicating and changing things within themselves. They're correcting things within themselves, and as I said, they're so committed. They want to change things, and on this journey so far, you know, they've got to a point now where they are being forced. They are being forced because it's time. This is time for things to change. And you're one soul, so they can feel the change within you because you are believing, because you are trusting, and because you're releasing this negativity that's been within you. And yeah, so they're feeling the change. But communication is the key, how they come towards you and what they say. It's so important how they say it, and about speaking their truth. So they are as well connected with the higher power and receiving guidance how to come towards you as well. And the more they are trusting and the more negativity they release, they will get the more wisdom and more guidance of how to do this communication towards you, and they will have the courage and the confidence, because they will feel so peaceful and content with themselves, because you are the person that's watching as well, because you'll be feeling 100% secure and trusting, and you'll have that knowing, and you won't be questioning this journey anymore, you won't be doubting this journey anymore, you won't be fearful of this journey anymore. And the Divine Masculines will feel that, and that's when they will have this, God and the angels will help your Divine Masculine have the inspiration and confidence and courage to come towards you. There'll be no stopping them, because they'll feel that shift. So I'm going to get Archangel Michael now, so I hope you're pleased with that. And I hope I've explained it and you understand what I'm saying. So they're thinking about communication, which is really positive. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines? What is their energy today, and how are you helping Archangel Michael? How are you helping the Divine Masculines? Nice clear message for the person that's watching. What energy is the Divine Masculines in, and what do we need to know what they're experiencing today? You created this situation, you have the power to change it. Yeah, so they're definitely feeling so much more confident, and they know that they have the power within them now to change this situation. This situation has already been resolved, and always, the power is within you to change the situation. Divine Masculines are experiencing this. They're realising that their inner power, they're realising how powerful they are, more so now than they ever had, and they know that they can change this situation. So because they're letting go and they're learning to trust. So let's read the message. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. Yeah, they're feeling more confident about this situation. They know they're experiencing this inner power, this inner strength, and they know that they have this power because they have it within them to change this negative, how they've been looking at this situation in the past, being so negative. They know that they can change that by the way they're looking at things, the way they're feeling. They're changing their perception. They're looking at things differently, so they know they have the power to do this. They realise they have this great understanding now, and their heart chakra is open, the Divine Masculines, and it's getting more and more opened. The more this goes on, because of how you're feeling, because your heart chakra's been cracked open, and they're experiencing so much more love in their life, and they're seeing things through the eyes of love more. So let's see what the message says in the guidebook. You created this situation, so 92, which is 11. It's 9 and 2 is 11. So that beautiful number again. This card is a reminder that you are a powerful creator made in the image and the likeness of the divine creator. You're not a passive victim. You have the right and the skills to rise above and change everything in the situation and relationship. However, as long as you blame others or believe that they're controlling you, you remain stuck. But calling upon God and Archangel Michael and then taking charge according to your guidance, you can change everything in miraculous ways. So this is about the Divine Masculines learning as well to stay in the present moment, not listening to the voices in their head, the ego taking over and saying, oh, well, you can't do this because this is, putting so many blocks and obstacles in the way because the ego is taking over. They're actually learning about this process. They're learning how to stay present and not allow the ego to take over. So they are so much more connected to higher power, to God, However it resonates with you. Some people don't use the word God, but you know, the higher power, just put it into your situation. They're realising this. They know that the more that they can stay in the present moment, and the power is in the now. They're realising this, and they're not allowing the thoughts, the thought patterns, you know, and all the negativity to take over how they're looking at this situation. They're looking at things more from the eyes of love. Like I said, they're trusting more, and because they're feeling so much more love as well, it's really, they're pushing through those fears and those doubts. They're pushing through it. They're like, you know, it's so strong and so powerful. They're just seeing through things differently. They're allowing this, and they're not blocking this anymore. They're not blocking. They're just allowing and accepting this relationship with you. And when you do change your perception and you look at things differently, so much more, everything just opens up for you, and you do experience magic and miracles because you're so much more awake, and they're not looking at things in such a negative way because they're releasing the negativity. They're looking at things in a more positive way, and that is helping them shift their energy. So they could be experiencing things where they're actually witnessing magic and miracles, and they're actually being aware of things that are happening around them. And it's working for them. They realise this. So this is really powerful card as well, and it's all really positive. They know that they're experiencing this power within them. So that's all positive, really, really positive still for the Divine Masculines, that they're feeling this power and feeling more confidence and more courageous because they're looking at things differently. And as I said, always say, you know, there is no going back. They are willing to do this work now. They're not going backwards anymore and just staying stuck and plodding on and plodding on. They are moving through and facing their fears because this is what's meant to happen, and that's what you've been doing. You've been facing your fears and dealing and releasing stuff that's no good for you and that isn't serving you anymore, and that is why this is forcing the Divine Masculines to do it, because you've changed your perception, because you're trusting, because you're believing, and because you have that knowing. So let's see what the communication is for the Divine Masculines today, what they would love to say to you. If they, you know, when they've got their mask on, what they would love to say to you, what they want you to know today. So I'm going to give them a nice shuffle. What the Divine Masculines want to say today for the person that's watching? What is the message for the person that's watching today? What the Divine Masculines want to say today? When they're being their true, authentic self, what would they like to communicate today? What they want you to know today. This is really important. What is the message for the person that's watching today from the Divine Masculines? I hope this message today resonates for you. Let's see. Come out. I desire you on every level. So as we had in this card, in the negativity, when they're releasing, it said about your sex life could be improved. So the Divine Masculines could be experiences Kundalini energy where it's rising within both of you at the moment, and they're just desiring you on every level, not just in not just on the sexual act, just on every level, everything about you. They desire everything about you, everything. This is really intense for them today, and they want you to know that I desire you on every level. And if you're having doubt and you're feeling really crappy about yourself, and you're not, you're still having those bits of doubt and fear come up with you, and you're not sure how your divine masculine is feeling, but he desires you. He wants you to know that today, and obviously some of you need to hear that today. I desire you on every level. So that's really powerful. What else do we need? What else would the divine masculine like to communicate today to the person that's watching? What do we need to know from the divine masculines today? Their communication, what they love to communicate, and you know, you've had the communication is king, and this is them actually speaking their truth, how they are actually feeling with you with no masks up, what they want you to know today. Whoops. I'm sending you love, and that came out yesterday as well. So they are sending you love because they desire you on every level. You're on their minds, and they're thinking about communication. They're thinking about how they're going to communicate as well. So, and they're sending you love. So communication as well, as I said earlier, it could be through songs, and you could be picking things up that are around you that you feel, you know, you have that knowing that that's your divine masculine showing you signs. So I'm going to get one more for you. What else would the divine masculines like to communicate today? The person that's watching. And they've been truthful. They've been true to themselves and to the person that's watching. I need time to think, yes. So at the moment they need this time, they need this space to think. They need to think about how they're going to communicate as well to you, how they're going to, you know, how they're going to come towards you, in what way they're going to come towards you, how they're going to speak their truth. But they need more time, so don't be offended if your divine masculine is being silent and he's doing his own thing and you're not hearing from them, or they're just not active and they're not interacting with you. They need time. They need this time to be on their own. They need to be left alone. They don't need to be pushed, because it's not down to you to push or force this connection, this relationship rather, because it's all perfect timing. It will happen. Divine timing. It will happen when it's ready to happen. And divine masculines are using this time to do their inner work, and they need this time to think things through, which is amazing. It's a really positive thing. But they desire you on every level, and they're sending you love. But they need this time to think, so don't be upset. Just keep trusting, and whatever you're seeing in the 3D, just see through them, rise above it. Don't put any energy or react to it. Just rise above it and see through the illusions. This is your test. This is a big test, a big test at the moment. And we've had the card round and round, you know, in the last few readings, and it's about don't keep going round and having reoccurring lessons. Show that you actually get this. Show that you do believe. Get yourself in that, feel that energy of really believing and surrendering. Lay back and just relax and know this is all taken care of, and you have nothing to worry about. It's out of your hands because you believe. And it's not about you, it's not down to you to do anything. All you've got to do is sit back and just trust and carry on focusing on yourself, loving yourself, releasing any negativity that's still there, that you're still going to be tested with. So I'm going to get all my energy pops as well for you. Energy. Emotional, yeah, and that can go under that card, because releasing negativity is emotional, and they do miss you, because they have all this love and desires and how they feel, and they just want to, they miss you. It causes emotions, it causes them to be emotional, this uncomfortableness that they feel, and this, releasing. What else? What other energy? Positive, yeah, and that can go under that card, because that aligns with that, because I said they're looking at things more positive, they're looking at things differently, and they're feeling more power within them because of releasing the negativity. And when you're emotional or when you're crying, whatever, it doesn't mean to say that you're weak. You're still in your power. That is showing your power. And divine masculines are showing their power by being emotional, connecting with their feelings, allowing themselves to feel those things. Right, what else would in my... I know I've done communication from these cards, but I still like to go to my pops to get out as well. Because we all love the communication, don't we? Let's see what else comes out today. And they're feeling this really intense sexual energy today as well. Well, not just today, all the time, I think, at the moment. I hear the messages you send me. So if you are connecting with your divine masculine, you know, and you know that, you know, in the 5D, they hear the messages you send them. They're receiving those messages through lots of ways. So they want you to know that today. So don't stop. Don't go on, you know, that's, I don't think he's receiving those messages. They are receiving them. They want you to know that. What else do we need to hear from the divine masculines? I want you to be the mother of my children. So this is only for some of you, how it resonates, but this is about being a family as well. So being a family is about, in any way that you want to look at it, it could be through having children or through having pets or just being together. But to say, I want you to be the mother of my children is such a big compliment, because they know they're goddess. They know you're the one. They know that you're the one that they want to spend the rest of their life with, and they just want to be with you. And for some of you, this is, you know, a big sign that they do want you to, you know, they do want to have children with you. They want to have a baby with you. So what a beautiful message. What beautiful communication we've had today for divine masculines. So I hope you enjoyed my reading. I'm going to do one for you, the person that's watching. I think today I'm going to use the power of love for you, because you are just love. You know, we are love. So the power of love. When you look through the eyes of love, everything just magically unfolds and the miracles appear. We know that. The power of love. Love creates love. Love does make the world go round. And when we all start to believe that and know that, that's when things will become smoother. And so what is the message today for the person that's watching? What do they need to know to help them keep their strength up and stay focused? What do they need to know today to help them? What is the message today for the person that's watching? Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Yes, because you're looking, that's perfect. Like I just said, you're respecting yourself and you're respecting others around you. You're feeling this unconditional love because you're looking through things differently. You're looking through the eyes of love. You are feeling this inner peace. You're not allowing your egos take over. Yes, you could be experiencing your ego kicking off big time at the moment, but you're managing it because you're aware that it's happening. It's acceptance as well. So you're having more respect for yourself. You're feeling so much more love for yourself and everyone around you, and you know that this path that you're on is about love, unconditional love. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to get the more depth message from the guidebook. But what a beautiful card. Respect. There we go. Let's see. It's important for you to remember that everyone in the physical dimension has their own journey filled with struggles and obstacles that are different from yours. They choose their life blueprint just as you chose yours. It's not your job to judge how they discover their way to love. Rather, it's your job to encouraging them. I had to turn the page. By showing respect, you can earn respect. When someone comes into your space, they are immediately aware of your level of integrity and your willingness to help others. You carry yourself with a certain natural strength and people look up to you. When you receive admiration, you may become a role model and you have the responsibility of setting an example. As a role model, you must demonstrate love in all situations and a sense of compassion in every interaction. There's no greater way to gain respect than to accept others as equals, as fellow soul travellers. So yeah, exactly what I said before I did the guidebook. You're looking at things through the eyes of love, and you're respecting people that are around you. You're realising that everybody is on their own journey, and everybody feels differently and has different experiences, so you're having more compassion towards others. And most importantly, you're having more compassion and more love towards yourself and respect for yourself. So that's a really powerful, beautiful card. So you're doing a good job. That's what the message for you today is. You're doing an amazing job for yourself, and this is why the Divine Masculines are doing such a good job, because what you're doing, because this is about you. And it's just an amazing, magical journey. It's such a blessing, even though we experience this pain because we're releasing. And sometimes we're just so confused about what's going on. It is such a blessing and such a gift. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I did the reading how you understand it, and you have got to that stage where you have that great understanding. So thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. And if any of you would like your own private reading done, your own unique twin flame journey reading for 2021, I'm now taking bookings for that. So just email me. It's in the description box down below. I do have PayPal as well, so if you would like to donate to help support my channel, I'd be so very, very grateful. And I do have an Amazon wishlist as well. So if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you feel like you've connected with me and you understand me. And I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you all when I'm thinking of you. Take care and stay focused, keep believing. And I love you all very much. Take care, see ya.
Oh, what's your soul saying?